Happy Monday. Welcome into another edition of 3 Point Stands presented by Mountain Dew. Meghan.
Mountain Dew.
John Roser here with you. And Roser, let's get straight to it. It is finally Super Bowl week. It's our last 3 Point Stands before the Super Bowl. So I have to ask you right off the top, give me your stance on who you think is going to be the Super Bowl winner.
My heart says the Bengals. My head says the Rams.
Okay.
But go Bengals. Is there anybody actually going for the Rams? Nobody in LA cares about the Rams. Like, they just want to see and be seen. So, like, it's Los Angeles. It's just see and be seen. And I swear that's how it is in LA. I think, like, half the time at Lakers games on those celebrity courts, so they have no idea that the Lakers suck. They just are there to be, like, see and be seen, you know? But anyways, yeah. See and be seen. That's what's going on in LA this weekend with the Super Bowl. This week with the Super Bowl, I'm taking the Bengals 27-24.
Ooh, really? Okay. I'm gonna go with the Bengals, not the Bengals. I'm gonna go with the Rams, actually. Here's the thing with the Bengals, as you said it's kind of like your heart tells you that, because the storyline, what Joe Burrow has done, no one really. No, I can't take you seriously. But no one thought that the Cincinnati Bengals would be one of the two last team standings at the preseason. I think even week 7, no one still thought the Bengals, what they have done this season has been very, very truly magical. For the Rams, I'm going to go with them because of, like, they have built off of this. They were building to get to this point. And I love Joe Burrow more as a quarterback than I do Matthew Stafford, but I like the weapons that the Rams do have. And I think, I don't think the Bengals defensively can get the stops that they do need, especially when you have guys like Cooper Kupp. I mean, Cooper Kupp is going to be the star of this game, and that's what I'm watching for. And I just feel as if the Rams have it. They have more weapons. They have a better defense. Let's not also forget about Aaron Donald. I do think this might very well be a game that Joe Burrow might be on the ground a lot. I know he was on the ground a lot against my Tennessee Titans, and they still won. So that could very well contradict what I just said. But I got the Rams in this one. I definitely do. I think offensively they're better. Defensively, I think could be very well key.
Yeah, no, the Rams were the better team all year, and then they added Odell Beckham Jr., who has been rejuvenated there. So I mean, like, the Rams should win the game. They're the favorite to win the game, but Cincinnati wasn't supposed to beat.
Right.
They weren't supposed to beat Kansas City, and here they are. Like, there's something,
It's weird, right? It's like part of you, as you mentioned, you're telling to say the Rams. It has to be the Rams. It's in LA. They built their team. They gave up so much to get to this point. They can't just get to the Super Bowl and fall short.
It's good. It could be a very explosive game from the wide out position. With it, Cooper Kupp's the best receiver in the NFL. Like, that's not. Like, I mean, DeAndre Hopkins was hurt this year, but, like, Cooper Kupp was the best receiver in the NFL this year, and it wasn't even close. Like, his numbers are insane. And then Odell Beckham Jr., like you said, has been rejuvenated. On the other side, you have Jamar Chase, who, while Kansas City was trying to shut him down a lot last week, T. Higgins was feasting. And T. Higgins, of course, is an All-American receiver for Clemson. Yeah. T. Higgins is great. Boyd is also really good. Mixon in the backfield. I mean, there's a lot of weapons in this game. There's no doubt. It should be a good game.
I can't wait. I really can't wait. The one player that I'm, like, really watching for is Matthew Stafford, because I feel like he's gone through so much in his career, and for it to get to this level, this point, it's like, this could be it for him. Like, I really think that, like, of the high of all highs, this is it. Yeah. And it's going to be intriguing to see kind of like what that arm looks like. He kind of, like, came a little short a little bit. He was kind of off, I would say, in the NFC Championship game. So it's very, like, perplexing to say, okay, Matthew, can you do it? This is your moment. Yeah. This is your time. So it should be an intriguing game. I can't wait to see the commercials and the halftime show too. We got to give a shout out to that. I cannot wait to see all that.
I don't care about those anymore. They're rarely that good anymore. The halftime show, yes. The commercials rarely. I mean, movie previews. I'll be interested in movie previews, but, like,
okay. Well, see, look,
what Doritos does, I don't know.
Well, look, I'm going to the Super Bowl, so I need you to tell me how good the commercials are. So I need you to go watch.
Ooh, there's a flex.
That's not. Well, I had to tell you of all people. I had to tell you. I had to tell you of all people, because you're my guy.
I'm going to the Super Bowl.
All right, let's get into our next stand. The biggest story waking up on Monday morning is coming about the NBA trade deadline. It is also this week, busy week in sports, I tell you. But the biggest story is about where James Harden will be and if there's even conversations going on between the Sixers and the Nets. Roser, do you think James Harden will be a Brooklyn Net by next week?
Yeah, I think he will be. Do I think the Nets should look at trading him? Yes, absolutely. Like this news isn't just coming out of nowhere. Like I don't believe like that Ramona Shelburne and Kevin O'Connor and all these other people. I don't believe they're just making this stuff up. But I do believe Woj saying that like, yeah, the Philadelphia 76ers called them and Brooklyn said no. But I do think it is something that'll probably get revisited in the offseason. Look, they gave up a lot to get James Harden, especially when you see how good Jared Allen is now. And the fact that, like if Harden's going to leave, they're going to get something for him. Like, that's something they do have to figure out. Sean Marks has done a good job with the GM there and finding pieces and everything on that team that can fit around those guys. But like, if Harden's going to go, like, you really have to figure that out. You got to read between the lines. And if he is going to leave and wants to get back with Daryl Morey, then you need to trade him. But I don't think it'll happen this week.
Yeah, the way it's happening, especially the report tonight, the one thing I was shocked about was that they actually haven't had any conversation since January about it. I think we all thought that they probably had like checked in those two teams and kind of gone back and forth discussing if the trade could very well happen. I think for Brooklyn, intriguing to hear that they want to keep James Harden. This year has it just feels as if like for the Nets, it's kind of like this is it for them because we know James Harden is going to be a free agent this offseason and James Harden wants to be a free agent. So where those conversations can go, I think it'll help out the Sixers to, the Ben Simmons saga. Hopefully that could be over, but I'm with you. I think James Harden will still be a Brooklyn Net player. I also think Ben Simmons will still technically be a Sixers player. If you want to say he's a player on that team, technically will still be that. And we'll hear.
And the only thing I'd be worried about if Ben Simmons ever went to, Brooklyn is that Ben Simmons has talked about he wants time off, or not time off. He wants to go somewhere where he can develop and just kind of be out of the spotlight. Well, Brooklyn ain't that when you're playing with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. It's not that.
No, you're right. It's definitely not that. We'll wait and see. Trade deadline is on Thursday, so we'll see who ends up where by next week. For our last storyline, we got a pop storyline for you. And Roser, it's one of your favorite guys, Kanye West. He made quite the stir this weekend, posting and talking about some personal information about him and Kim Kardashian's divorce. It all started since then from Northwest, his daughter being on TikTok, and it trickled down to there from finding out the phone number of Kim Kardashian, talking about giving them the culture, to getting Kim Kardashian getting a lot of hate messages. But his kids were with him on Sunday at the Sunday service.
Nori was not there with him.
They were at the Sunday service there, but all the posts have been taken down. I know there's like divorce is complicated and it's super hard. I did not think that this would be so public like this. I know Kanye is quite a controversial person sometimes. I never thought that the divorce would turn out like this. But whose side are you on if there's even a side to be on?
I'm on the kid's side. And look, do I think Kanye could have handled it differently? Yes. Do I think Kanye could have handled a lot of stuff differently? Yes. But it doesn't really matter what we think. Kanye's Kanye, and he's going to do what he does. But I do believe there is something to him doing this to tell his side of the story. Whereas, because I do believe that the Kardashian family are in bed with several of these tabloid publications. I absolutely believe that. And they all, I mean, if you look at anything at TMZ's headlines, the New York Post headlines over the last couple of weeks, they're all trying to make him look bad. It's all trying to make him look bad.
Here's the thing. I think Kanye is helping them make himself look bad, especially when you want to air out public information, some private information publicly like that. I don't think, look, Kardashians, I know.
No. When he bought the house that's across the street from the house that he designed that Kim and them are living in, it is framed as he's being the crazy ex-husband. That's how
I never said that. I thought it was beautiful. I thought it was a very beautiful.
That's how TMZ frames it. That's how TMZ frames it. That's how the New York Post frames it. And that's not what it is. It's him wanting to be close to his kids.
It could still be weird too. It could still be weird on this. I think it's beautiful. Some people can find it. I can see how people can find it weird. But we
should have left more time for this, right?
I know. The side that I'm on is just keep things private. Stop posting about it. Please stop. Y'all have children. You're on the.
But the problem is that the Kardashian family makes it public too. If you don't think they don't leak some of this stuff, you're out of your mind. Kris Jenner knows what she's doing.
I don't agree with you on that one, but that's all the time we have for this edition of 3 Point Stance presented by Mountain Dew.